best week of resale I have ever had, ever. And I say that because the week I sold the Rolex, that was consignment, if you recall. So best week of resale ever. So we're gonna do two parts to this video. It's all one video, but there's a beginning and an end and a middle. And in the beginning, we're gonna talk about what I sold, because 29 sales, there's some really cool stuff. Some multi-$100 sales. We did, like I said, $2,000 over the past 7 days, which is really good for my business. And it's really all because of one change. The inventory makes it easier to pick and list, but one big change. So that's gonna be the second part in the end of the video, is talking about that change. And then talking about how you can do it in some capacity yourself. So let's go through some orders. So here's our orders going out. We have actually 37 items, and I think these are all from Saturday and Sunday. So this is over the weekend. It was pretty huge. So we're gonna pick the cards up. I think I sold a lot of football cards. It must have been the Hall of Fame game. Then we're gonna get the DVDs and the CDs, and then I'm gonna show you at least two really big sales. One that was $5 into $400. Here's the cards we sold. Spellbound Lamar Jackson for $10. Tyree Gillespie, he's a safety for the Raiders. I think he's a safety. For $13.95 plus shipping. And then Danny Davis III is a wide receiver who's probably going to end up being on the practice squad of the Packers. Sold for $8. So $30 basically on these three cards, which is pretty good for just, I mean, these are all pulled out of retail packs. I think actually this card came in a bulk buy, but these two I pulled myself out of packs for $6. This card actually was out of a mega box. Now that I see it's a red. The red ice, I think, was mega box only, but you don't care about that. I just wanted to correct myself. Got all the stuff picked. Took me about a half hour, and only that long because, of course, I could not find the most valuable thing. So just some basic stuff, some video games, about $5 a piece, $20 for the mug, $10 for a damaged TI 83 Plus. This is a Nikon Coolpix camera in the case, a Game Boy carrying case, same buyer. Thank you if that was you buying that. This is like a vintage reproduction Chicago White Sox shirt. Some kids books. These all sold for about $3 a piece in a bundle. This is a Skagen watch. Missing a few rhinestones. I said that in the listing. Sold for $25. Would have gone for about 70 if it was in better condition. Maybe a little bit less than that. These two GameCube controllers, a little bit dirty, but they do work. And I got about $24, a little less than that per controller. Could have got closer to 30 if they were clean and didn't have, like this one has like a bite mark. Or maybe it's this one. One of these has a bite mark on it from a dog chewing on it. Can you see it there, right there? Someone was gnawing on it. Let's see, a GameCube. This has a jammed or a damaged slot there. Had it listed at 60 plus shipping. Took a best offer of 45 or 40, actually $40 plus shipping because the guy was local. So I mean in Michigan. So all said and done, about $52, and I paid $15 for that. Some paperbacks. Really cool cover. I like that a lot. But the only one that's like noteworthy, this is $25. George Lucas wrote this. It's the novelization of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Darth Vader. Okay, that's all the low value stuff. Now, the cool things. Here's the first one. Sega CD Jurassic Park. Only $25, but it's cool. It's old and it's cool. Another Sega CD. This is the Sega Saturn. Daytona USA. $50 plus shipping. Again, pretty cool. $100 plus shipping. Sealed Red Dead Redemption. This came in a bulk buy. Normally they have a sticker right here. So this either got taken off or someone peeled it off or what, I don't know. I had it listed at $125. Took a best offer of $99 plus shipping. And then our final biggest item, this sold for $430 when it's all said and done. It's in a bag. When I stored it, I put it in this bag just in case anything bad happened. But it's a Filson Professional Tour fly fishing vest. And I'll put a picture on the screen that shows the listing because I don't want to take it out of the bag. I paid $3.75 for this. I said $5, but really, you can see Filson right there. I only paid $375 plus tax, and it sold in about a month and a half. I bought this the same day I bought all that Alvin sterling silver that I'm still working on that video, trying to get that sold in the most way, to make the most money off of it. So same day, $375 into over $400. This is a special Filson vest that they would sell to tour guides, and so you'll see the picture. It looks awesome. A guy in Maryland bought it. 0 eBay score, which scared me. But then the address it's going to is like a $2 million house. So, am I going to get ripped off? I don't think so. I think everything's going to be okay. Now that's taken care of. Let's talk about how I got here, because if you've been watching these resale videos, that's a lot more sales than I've had over the past. I've been doing eBay vlogs for a few months now. Way more sales, and it's really the inventory system helps expedite the picking and listing and storage process. But what really helps the listing process is I have a virtual assistant now. I have one who works for me 20 to 40 hours a week, depending on how much I give them to do. The first week they only worked 22 hours. This is the second week I've had them, and they're going to be working 40 hours a week for sure. And I'm hiring more because my goal is to be able to contract these to other resellers or other people in e-commerce at all. It doesn't have to be limited to eBay, but that's what I'm training these people to do. It's just like night and day. I mean, the fact that, if you guys don't know, I'm going through some house renovations right now. My floor was buckling up and there was water coming from the shower. Turns out, I'm doing a video on this too, but just hear me out here, okay? I got a vent. The person before me who owned the house did not install a shower pan in their shower. So when the water doesn't get into the drain, it would just leak on the slab and trickle down to the low point of the house. And that's where all the water damage is. So there's a trail of damage back to the shower, which is great. So I'm busy tearing up my floors, cutting through walls, all that fun stuff. And I'm just like, man, how am I going to get my work done? I don't have to get it done because I'm paying someone to do all of the listing. They're not publishing listings, but I give them the pictures, and the way I format the pictures and the way I format my instructions to them, even though they don't speak the best English, I mean, they understand English, but they're not like fluent like somebody in North America or America, United States would be. Through these steps, they can perform specialized tasks. And that task being upload picture, title, recommended or required details, a description, and the correct shipping procedure, as well as like offer an hour or whatever. Because I'm able to have them do that, and all I do is take the photos, upload them to where I have them receiving the photos from, and then they do it the next morning. I woke up today with 112 drafts ready for me to publish. On Monday, I published 45 drafts that my virtual assistant did while I was tearing up my floor. That's awesome. The fact that I can have that work being done for me, and they're able to do like 10 to 20 an hour, depending on the complexity of it all. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, and it's allowed me to list so much more stuff than I normally would. And when you list more things, you sell more things. It's pretty simple. Obviously there were a few big ticket items like that Filson fly fishing vest that helped me get over $2,000 for the last week, but that's only 15%, 20% of the entire week's sales. So, and furthermore, one more thing, now that I have all this time where I'm not listing, I'm able to go search out bigger and better deals. So in the few days this week, it's Tuesday, today, this morning, and yesterday afternoon, as my VA was putting listings on eBay, I'm searching out bigger video game deals. So I bought about 125 video games on Sunday and Monday. And that's going to come to me. I'm going to take the pictures. Some go on Amazon, some go on eBay. That's all my work to do. Like the specialization, the differentiation between eBay, Amazon, Mercari, wherever. That's the hard stuff, I think. That's where the details are. But the uploading photos, copy and pasting a title, or looking at the book. She's doing a lot of used books for me. Looking at the book and the author and the year, because they're all in the photographs, and then making that the title. that saves me probably, I don't know, 10 hours of work a week, at least 10 to 20 hours of work a week. And in that time, I can find bigger and better deals with a higher profit, or at least higher revenue. I mean, surely higher profit. But my main goal is to be able to supply this virtual assistant with between 200 and 300 listings a week that she can do. And ideally down the line, I can either have an automated setup where just I have got 4 cameras and they take a picture of every side of the item, or I pay someone to take the photographs as well. And then all I'm doing is just acquiring, buying things, because that's what I'm best at. So that's why, if I can get that down, we're going to see my eBay business scale from, I think right now I'm at like $6,000, a little south of $6,000 for the month. We're going to see that go up to, and this is eBay only. I said my business earlier in the video. This is eBay only. I'm still doing Amazon, still doing other stuff. So this is not like my sole income. This is like a side hustle, within my larger business. It's a portion of it that I don't use 40 hours of my week to work on. We're going to see that go from $6,000 to 10 or 15 grand. And 15 grand a month on eBay off of auction buys and liquidations and thrift store and cleanouts and estate sale buyouts, where you see like 70% profit around there. That's huge. That's like 12 grand, $10 to $11,000 a month in profit, just by bringing in more people to my business. So definitely stay in touch, watching these videos if you like hearing that stuff. If you want to learn more about how you can do it for your business, I'm thinking about opening up a larger portion of the Patreon to talk about this stuff. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to monetize this yet, whether it's through content or whether it's through a service or it's some kind of mixture. But I'd love to hear if you are somebody who's stuck under, if you are a resale business that does liquidations, estate sales, that kind of stuff. I don't think it's such a good idea for retail arbitrage, because that's a large quantity. I mean, it is at scale, it is, but for most people, because the profit margins for retail arbitrage are so much lower and you're oftentimes buying in quantity, I don't think the benefit is there as much as it is for liquidations, estate sales, auctions, thrift hauls, that kind of stuff, where you're making, you're turning $375 into $400. If you can scale that process up where you're doing so much volume that you're getting 25 of those 100x sales a month, that's where I see the most benefit in being able to market this service of highly trained virtual assistants. But again, I need to hear your feedback, because really, obviously I'll do what works for me, but in terms of scaling the business up, the way I do things is different than a lot of way other people do things. So it's, I want to hear your feedback. If you're still here, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm getting kind of busy. I got the floor.